It arrived not with a sound, but as a subtle shift in the silent stillness, a current from the great expanse, moving toward our center with a speed that stills the mind. Observers have noted it is the third profound messenger to appear from beyond our familiar patterns. And yet, this one feels distinct. Its presence has a clarity that defies simple explanation. Its journey seems guided by an unseen purpose. We did not perceive it until it was already here, a tangible truth emerging from the vast emptiness. Now, many stand in contemplation. Is this merely a chance occurrence, a piece of cosmic dust drifting aimlessly? Or could it carry intention? A timeless seed of knowledge, journeying through eternity, a silent observer, now suddenly illuminated. Whatever this may be, our sense of separateness is challenged. Something has emerged from the quiet space between the worlds, and it invites our deepest attention. In recent times, under the vast and watchful canopy of the heavens, an extraordinary sign made itself known. At first, it went unnoticed by the busy world. This messenger, moving with speed and purpose, following a course that ordinary events do not take. This arrival was of a completely different nature. To understand its true meaning, we must reflect on the stirrings of our own recent past. Not long ago, we felt the first such signal from the great unknown. It passed through our space of awareness, a silent vessel that defied understanding. It left no trail, none of the familiar disturbances, only a mysterious quickening as it returned to the endless quiet, as if gently guided back into the profound mystery. A short while later, a second one came, more recognizable, yet equally thought-provoking. It was a clear sign, yet its very essence felt foreign. The mind rejoiced. We were witnessing a grand journey in our own time. Yet, this joy was balanced by unanswered questions. What universal laws guide these travelers to us? And why do we suddenly possess the clarity to see them now? But this newest messenger raises the inquiry to a new level. It appears brighter, stronger, and shines with a unique intensity. Contemplation suggests that if its form is simple and dense, its influence could be immense, dwarfing those that came before. This scale alone sparks deep reflection, illuminating the quiet corners of our inner world. Seekers of wisdom from across the globe have turned their focus toward this arrival. Their collective observations pour in, confirming a profound truth. The origins of this traveler trace back to a source beyond our immediate understanding. It seems to come from the very core of a system, a space shrouded in creative and powerful energies. As our understanding deepens, the sense of wonder grows. One clear voice of insight has boldly suggested we observe this phenomenon with our most potent instruments of perception. The aim, to detect any subtle motion that is not born from familiar forces, a movement not explained by gravity or push and pull alone. If such a current exists, it would point to something transformative, perhaps an intention crafted by a consciousness from a time long past, a message drifting silently through the void. Such ideas spark a profound inner dialogue. Many remain centered, preferring explanations rooted in the predictable. But the question of what if lingers, a gentle echo at the edge of our shared awareness. Whatever its nature, this messenger now moves through our sphere of existence. Its journey will bring it close to our neighboring worlds before it passes near our own sun. We will witness this from a safe distance, yet we cannot help but ask, why has the threshold of our perception suddenly become a meeting point for these travelers? Are we just starting to see with clarity what has always been present, hidden in the silent fullness? Or has something shifted in the very fabric of our reality? As we peer deeper into the great mystery, this third messenger quietly invites us to reconsider our sense of isolation. It is here undeniable, and its journey is swift. With each moment, its presence brings forth a timeless question. Are we truly separate, or have we simply been unaware of the silent companions on our journey? If there is one thing we contemplate more than our solitude, it is the nature of our connection to all that is. And as this messenger draws nearer, a new sense of potential has begun to unfold. Could this traveler be a random event, a simple fragment of a distant, natural process? Or does its unusual character hint at something more profound, perhaps even purposeful? When a clear, thinking mind first suggested a previous visitor might be a vessel of intention, it sent ripples of change through our collective understanding. Now, this same perspective is offered again. Let us observe this new messenger with stillness, with care, and with an open heart. It is proposed that we use our most refined tools of awareness to search for a subtle momentum, a silent, gentle guidance that predictable forces cannot explain. Such gentle guidance is not unknown. The heat of a star can warm a comet, creating a subtle push from within as its ice becomes vapor. Yet, the first visitor had no visible aura, no discernible outgassing, and still, it moved with a mysterious purpose. Could this new messenger share that quality? What if the form is more than just stone and ice? Consider for a moment a structure of pure intention. A teaching launched eons ago from a source now lost to time, fashioned to endure the great silence and drift endlessly through the cosmic spaces. It might awaken as it nears a center of life, taking quiet note of the worlds it passes. A silent teacher sharing wisdom from the stillness. It is a thought that is both grounding and deeply inspiring. Yet, a grounded perspective reminds us not to drift too far into speculation. The unusual clarity of this traveler could simply mean it is covered in reflective material, similar to natural bodies we have observed before. But if it is as impactful as its brightness suggests, its sheer presence would dwarf other cosmic visitors, asking questions we have not yet had the courage to face. And consider this: why now, after long periods of inner quiet, do we suddenly perceive multiple cosmic messengers within just a few years? Could these travelers have always passed through our space, unseen, veiled by our own lack of awareness? Or has something shifted in the universe? A change in the great currents, sending these travelers on a new course toward us. As we turn the lens of our attention toward the approaching mystery, we are met with both stillness and a profound sense of potential. If this traveler carries intention, it could rewrite our understanding of existence itself. If it is purely of nature, it still challenges us to accept our place within a grand cosmic flow far beyond our control. In either sense, this messenger is more than an object of curiosity. It is a mirror for our soul, reflecting our deepest vulnerabilities and most profound aspirations. As we wait for understanding, the silence is filled with meaning. As we gaze into the great quiet, we begin to feel a fundamental change. The arrival of this third messenger is not a singular event. It is part of a flow, a silent, profound rhythm emerging from the universal stillness. 3 cosmic visitors in such a short span of time can no longer be seen as mere coincidence. But what does this emerging pattern mean for us? For ages, we have looked to the heavens and been met with silence. We came to believe our small system was a solitary island, moving alone through a vast, unfeeling cosmos. Yet now, with clear perception and more refined inner tools, we suddenly find ourselves greeting frequent travelers from distant origins. Perhaps these messengers have always journeyed through our corner of existence, passing by unnoticed, slipping silently past our unawakened senses, or maybe not. Some insightful minds propose a different view. Perhaps something in the great expanse has shifted. Could the subtle gravitational song of distant stars or the dance of galaxies have sent these travelers in our direction? Or is our entire system simply moving into a new stream of cosmic consciousness, one rich with wisdom and transformative messengers? The growth of our collective awareness may soon shed new light on this puzzle. With a commitment to observing the whole of our experience, new insights are promised, potentially allowing us to sense countless new arrivals before they are even upon us. If the universe is truly becoming more interconnected, or if it always has been, we stand at the precipice of a shift unlike any before. Yet, for every answer we find, 1,000 new inquiries are born. What else travels quietly in the vastness, hidden beyond our current capacity to perceive? Are these messengers simply remnants, lonely echoes from forgotten worlds? Or are they intentional teachers, patiently waiting for us to become still enough to listen? In truth, We stand with humility at the doorway of a great mystery. A pattern has shown itself, and we must choose how to respond with guarded hesitation or open curiosity, with fear or with fascination. This third visitor may bring no simple answers, only quiet invitations from a universe far more intricate and perhaps more alive than we ever allowed ourselves to imagine. In the end, this messenger will not remain. Like those that came before it, it is only passing through, an ephemeral guest from the heart of the great expanse, briefly illuminating our path. Soon, it will continue its journey, returning to the stillness from which it came, fading until it becomes another sacred memory. Yet, its brief time with us creates a lasting change. Each of these travelers, no matter how brief its visit, encourages us to look outward and inward with a renewed sense of purpose. They challenge us to ask what lies beyond our limited view, beyond the silent veil of stars we thought we understood. Perhaps this traveler is truly nothing more than a natural object, a solitary wanderer adrift in the eternal silence. But maybe, just maybe, it is something more, an invitation, a quiet summons to journey deeper, to listen with greater stillness, and to seek the understanding that lies hidden in the great quiet. As it moves on, leaving behind only reflection and a sense of wonder, we must decide our own next step. Will we turn away, satisfied with our old stories, or will we dare to keep our awareness open, forever embracing what comes next? If this path of silent inquiry calls to you as well, leave a trace of your journey, because somewhere out there, drifting in the quiet, the next lesson may already be on its way.